Welcome back to our YouTube channel and welcome back to another behind the sound video on Wilfried Zaha's Lamborghini Aventador. My name is Adil and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today's video is about talking you through the completed install. If you've been following the journey on the install, there's been loads of videos already live on our YouTube channel, so hopefully you've been enjoying them, but make sure you have subscribed to follow us on other journeys, on other cars and other systems that we're going to be doing. So to start off with, we're going to be talking about the front build here. So obviously if you've seen a little bit through the previous episodes and things like that, you would have seen kind of how this system's been put together. So we're not going to be touching on that too much, but we're going to be talking about the functionality and kind of how and the benefits of actually having a system like this installed. In terms of what we've got here, so this is basically a housing the Audison Voce 5.1K and the processor. What are those products doing? Basically, signals come from the head unit, which is a factory radio on this occasion, into the processor. Processor basically de-equalizes, cleans everything up, and also allows us to tune the system. So we use something called a bit tune, basically allowing us to put a microphone into the vehicle, setting up the car, listening to the car electronically and tuning it digitally as well. And then after that, we manually sit in the car and adjust that to get that inch perfect for the music taste of Wilfried Zaha. So overall, the processor's hidden away behind here. However, we've got the Audison Voce 5.1K in the build here. As you can see, the contour of here and onto the actual back of the amp here, so just in front of the amp there, and this contour kind of matches to blend in with the vehicle, but also this actually retains full functionality of adding the roof into the locking points on either side. So we have taken up a little bit of room here, but we've added in so much functionality in terms of sound, but also just the clarity that we're getting from the system, plus the immense level of bass frequencies that are being played now is insane. But we retain the functionality of adding the roof into a factory position, which is really nice. So that's basically hidden away in there. Nothing's kind of taken up. You can still load stuff into there as well, which is quite nice, and that still closes as it does. So inside the vehicle, this is where the big transformation has come. In essence, we've got the biggest kind of difference visually is the 8-inch Prima sub. So the 8-inch sub basically is an Audison Prima product. The reason why we use Audison Prima, and we've got a mix of the Audison range, we've got everything from their highest set, which is Thesis, down to Audison Voce for the amplification. Then we've got the Audison Prima. So all three tiers of Audison's levels are in this vehicle. Reason why we're using Audison Prima alongside Audison Thesis products is mostly because of volume of sub box. In essence, we don't want to be obtruding too much into the vehicle. This system, having an 8-inch sub, allows for a couple of things. So it allows for this pocket to still open, full functionality of that, but also what it allows you to do is actually move the seat all the way back, so there's no restriction in movement of seats, and also no loss of foot room as well. Obviously, with the cabin being as it is, it's quite tight in here. We've got to be kind of a little bit compromising on what we can actually add into the vehicle to give the best possible sound, and this is a really nice solution. Having the sub here performs really nicely and it absolutely kicks. So it really nice. We're actually going to be knocking this down a little bit because we think it's a bit too much. They do perform really nice, and being that close to you as well, obviously that takes a little bit more setup on the actual setup procedure that we're doing when we're actually tuning the vehicle, but a really nice solution there. So what we've got in here basically, that's the Prima sub in a custom enclosure. The contouring of these lines is actually mirrored from the seat, so it kind of blends in and looks part of the car. So we've actually got the same material using from the seat on this back panel, and then we've got a Milano on the back piece just to kind of set it off and give it a bit more kind of presence in the vehicle. But overall, a really nice look there. So that's the sub giving you your lower frequencies. In terms of the slightly higher frequencies on the frequency range is inside the door. So we've fully acoustically soundproofing the doors using a 2mm layer, still allowing obviously the door, like now, to stay setting upright, and obviously it still moves freely up and down, which is quite nice. What we've got here behind the Sensonum actual grille, we've got the Audison Thesis 6.5-inch driver. If you've watched previous videos, we've talked about how we've pulled the 6.5-inch driver on axis to give a lot more mid bass into the vehicle and let it really perform. So the Sensonum system lacks lows, highs, and in the middle. It's really lacking. You might be thinking, well, why would someone upgrade a car like this with a sound system? The sound systems that come with them from stock, even the Sensonum systems, is really poor. Basically, the difference between a Sensonum system and a non-Sensonum system on Lamborghini range on an Aventador like this is basically just an amplifier. So all they do is amplify the actual speaker speakers that are in there already. The tweeter's the same, and the driver in the door is a little more beefy on the Sensonum system. However, still nothing like the sound output that we've got now. Not only volume, clarity, bass, it's all there, but in a really compact, tight, nice way. One of the basically the mid bass is sat into there in a stock location, so you can't see anything with that. However, the Audison Thesis tweeters are on display, but in a really, really nice, classy way. What we've got is the Audison Thesis tweeter. Normally they come in silver, like I've got in my vehicle. However, on this vehicle, obviously, with the car being kind of murdered out and stuff, with the black, what we've actually done is actually custom made them into black as well, and then they're all retrimmed in Milano. So basically the A-pillars sit inside here, they're on axis, directed to Wilfried Zaha. So when he's sat inside the vehicle, the cabin will kind of feel so like pretty much like he's in a little stadium basically. So it'll be, the sound stage is absolutely epic. Having it slightly on more on axis, moving that sound from the corner of the dashboard that was that original Sensonum position where it used to fire up into glass and distort all over the place. We've now got a really, really nice presence coming from that Audison Thesis tweeter, dispersing the sound into the vehicle exactly where we want it. Obviously, with any vehicle, it's a balance between not only the actual setup in terms of looks wise, but also the actual where we're going to be placing this sort of stuff. So it's not fully on axis. Obviously, sonically, yes, ideally we would have liked that. However, it's a balance between finding a look of the vehicle, getting that right, and also not taking up too much of the dashboard as well. Obviously, as one of these is, the visibility is not amazing, so it makes a big, big difference keeping that originality there and keeping that visibility. So having these on slightly on axis, and then the rest is made up via what's called the DSP. The tuning process that goes into doing a system like this is immense. Took about 5-6 hours to get this exactly right. We've got it right. It sounds amazing. We're actually going to be dropping the vehicle off to Wilfried Zaha very, very soon. I'm sure he's going to be over the moon with the finished product. The other thing that we've added, the two other products that we've added onto the vehicle, is Apple CarPlay. So first one is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's fully wireless CarPlay, guys, as well, which is quite cool. That's actually integrated into the factory Lamborghini screen. So literally it uses factory Lamborghini controls. You've got hands-free, you've got music streaming via Bluetooth, Spotify, you've got Apple Music, you've got Waze, the list kind of goes on. You've got all your maps now live directly onto the screen, which makes a world of difference in terms of functionality. The other thing that we've added in is something called Target Blue Eye. So Target Blue Eye is an emergency service warning device that alerts you guys on the road for all approaching emergency service vehicles that is marked and unmarked. Yes, it is really that good. So we're going to be filming after this one a few more videos focusing solely on our Apple CarPlay on this Aventador, plus also just Target Blue Eye. So if you are interested in one of those products alone, you know exactly what to do. Drop us a message on any of our social media. But best thing you guys can do so you don't miss any more of our behind the sound videos or any of our videos is subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we post a video every single day on YouTube, guys. So there's loads more content coming of other cars that we're working on. Literally right beside me here, I've got a Ferrari 488 in for Target Blue Eye, laser track, and front and rear dash cam. So there's loads of stuff going on a daily basis. So obviously, as you can see, the level of strip down that we do on all sorts of cars like this one, there's the full dashboard removal, the whole interior has been out, everything's gone back in. There's zero rattles because of the soundproofing, but also the way we install, everything is done to the highest possible standards. So hopefully you've enjoyed the series on Wilfried Zaha's car. Hopefully you'll be staying tuned, and if you haven't done so already, if you've enjoyed today's video, make sure you go check out all the other videos that we filmed on this car so you can see as it came in. The initial one was a product overview, talking a little bit more about the products that we've chosen and why we've chosen them, to actually going through step by step how we've actually built and designed the system to get where we are now. So I'm really happy with the overall sound. I'm sure Wilfried Zaha is going to be over the moon with the actual install. Not only the quality of the install, but also the sound reproduction now that you've got. It's an immense difference from when it came in to what we've got now. So hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please don't forget as well that we have got the 10K giveaway as well live already on our YouTube channel. So thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you soon.